Welcome back. Have you already discovered how many paths you have in your life? How many aspects of you can discover on your hero's journey? Have you already discovered that you have some aspects of you that follow the path of your body? Have you discovered that there are as well paths that follow what your mind wants to grow on? But have you already discovered what your soul, what your heart, what your third eye, what your whole human being is destined to do in this life? Have you already found your ultimate purpose in this life? For some of us, we need to go through the journey of following the physical aspects of ourselves, the mental aspects of ourselves throughout the great portion of our life, where we find struggle, where we find the experience, where we find that if we have goals that we just create out of the body needs, the mind needs, usually those goals, they don't fulfill us to its fullest potential, the fullest possibility. What lots of us discover is that really when we find this so-called calling in our life, when we fully resonate with what we are doing, then those magical moments start to appear. Lots of great personalities like Steve Jobs, like other great ones that were following the path of body, brain, and when they discovered the path of this spiritual aspect of ourselves, the purpose, they saw that really when they started to follow their calling, they could bend the reality to really enable them to grow on those aspects, to grow on this real spiritual purpose that we were destined to fulfill during this very life. Have you already found your aspect that you are working on right now? Have you already discovered something that energizes you each and every day that you get up and you have possibility to do just that? Have you already discovered this great purpose that soul usually has for all of us to really grow each and every day, to be this better version of ourselves in terms of not only the body, the mind, but as well to grow in this knowledge of our spiritual inner self that as well helps us perceive the whole world, how it is built, with the image that gets better and better visible for ourselves. Have you already found that what soul usually wants is the growth, is the experience connected to this growth, and experience and growth in this very aspect that you are destined to grow? Have you already noticed that soul, maybe in contradiction to the brain and mind, does not only focus on achieving anything that you can imagine, anything that you want to achieve. It's about growing, each and every day growing, putting another foot on the step of growing up the ladder of where we can be. So if you want to grow, just take your steps. Take one step at a time, but be consistent in following the path that you choose. And try to make yourself aware that the main path that you should focus on lies inside of you. And this path can give you such a joy and happiness, and can give you so many growth opportunities, because if you connect to soul, you relate to soul possibilities of creation, to soul possibilities of making things happen. This coincidence is not then coincidence. It's really how soul can organize everything around you to give you this aspect, this outcome that is needed for you to grow. It's not only those happy moments, joyful moments, but a bit of really even suffering in this aspect of really going over what the brain wants, to just show you that there is even better path to your destination, even better path to where you want to go in your true essence. So just try to find your voice. Try to find this dot, as some people say, but try to find the dot, the spiritual dot, the spiritual area where you are the master. You were summoned to be this niche that you are exploring as human being, but as holistic human being, not necessarily only brain that wants to achieve things that others are achieving. Do not look at others and what they achieve. Just think, meditate, and find your own voice. Find your own true purpose in life. This is such a joyful trip to recognize that the soul wants to grow, and if you hear the voice, the soul tells you exactly where it sees your path being developed, and enables all the support that is needed for you to grow on this path. So let's grow together on this path, and let's be driven by souls as often as possible, preferably all the time. But I know it's sometimes hard to go out of these limiting beliefs, those restrictions that we have built into brain as this filter. But let's try to hear the voice. Let's try to use the brain for hearing the voice. Let's try to use the brain for observing the brain, and then we might have those answers found more quickly. With that, thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.